I am. I'm going through this. I'm putting it on a show. I mean, and that's no shade. It's just, I don't think I would. I mean, it's more a compliment. I don't think I would have. I think I would just retreat into a private space. Me. So more
Yeah,
power
but
to her.
see, but also me knowing Guerdy, you know, she's strong and she's a Haitian woman. Haitians are resilient. We were like the first country to gain our independence from slavery. We were like the first, like, we're not gonna put up with this. Forget it. So we're very resilient and she's very strong. And instead of her taking of herself in that moment, I think she kind of put it out like, you know what? Let me just put it out that way I can help people. And even me, I learned so much because I never really get a is that how you say mammogram? All of these
Yeah,
using
a
like
mammogram.
skin sunscreen. Like I never have to do any of these. And Guerdy was like, Kiki, girl, you gotta go and get checked. So I took my mom to check everything. I got checked out. I'm using sunscreen every day, everywhere now, because I've learned from her. Because she talked about it and she put it out, and she had conversation with me like, Kiki, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, because you're 38 years old. Well, now I just told you my age. You're 38
You're
years old.
one of the youngest
Yeah.
ones on this cast.
Me and Nicole. Yeah.
You and Nicole. Yes, well, that's all good. I mean, look, I mean, Larsa and Guerdy have had problems. We saw last year after the reunion, Guerdy, did an interview and said Larsa was the fakest of them all. Do you think Larsa is the fakest of them all in this group?
Well, you know, that's how the whole thing started. And now this. You have to watch and see because stuff will come up. You have to watch.
Well, if you don't know if Larsa is the fakest in the group, who do you think is the fakest in this group?
I mean, I feel like we all have a little fake in us. I actually I wouldn't know who to pick because I feel like we all have a little, and I'm not just speaking for myself, I'm speaking for all of us. I think we all have some good and sometimes we just do things, So who would it pick? I think we all have a little fakeness in us.
Well, that's okay.
You
I
really
mean,
you you got me in trouble before. Okay, you be coming at it again. Okay. Yeah.
did I really get you? I don't even remember how I
Did
got
you
you in
see?
trouble.
Did you see the whole? No, because just questions and then people get upset with answers. It's like you just never know with this girl.
I know you said something and it got some press, and Adriana was mad about something, but I don't remember
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was either, but I know after your interview, I got calls and I was like, holy shit, like she's crazy. But
Well, Adriana was here too, and she said all sorts of things, and so I mean, people were probably mad at her. So it's like it happens to all of us, right?
I believe so. But to be honest with you, I think this group is fantastic. We do have our differences. I really, because I get along with everyone. Maybe if I wasn't getting along with somebody, and then when you don't get along with people, you kind of see different side of them. Then I could have picked like who's the fakest. But as far as I'm concerned, I get along with everyone. I don't really think any of the girls, as of right now, is being fake to me. Like to me personally. I haven't had that experience yet, but who knows with this group of women? Who knows?
What about who seems then the most different when the cameras are rolling, when you're filming? Who seems the most different?
When we're filming, who seems the most different? Huh. I want to say, I want to say Lisa, but again, I think that's because I don't really know her personally, like personal. So when I get to hang out with her, like while we're with Larsa, and when we're not filming, it's a little different. But when we're filming, it's like a different side of Lisa. So, and my answer is really based because I don't really know her, and I just feel like the little time that I know her, it's like she can be a little different. Yeah.
That's fair enough.
I think Julia too. Julia's a little different. Yeah.
She
Yeah,
turns it on for the cameras a little bit.
I'm not saying anybody turns on any. You ask me who act different. Like sometimes the person is on your face and it's like, oh, and then next minute it's like, who are you? So it's kind of like I act different sometimes with my friends. So it have nothing to do with camera. It's just sometimes people just switch on you, and that's the difference I'm talking about. So yeah, I feel like Julia can be a little different.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of Julia, she did say, to Marysol, this isn't right for you to put Alexia in this position to choose between you and Adriana. I mean, do you think that Marysol is a good friend to Alexia?
I think, well, I've seen Marysol and Alexia outside of filming. I hang out with them. They are really good friends. Like they friends, you know. But again, like I said, in this group, I just wish that sometimes people just let people fight their own battles. We all need to learn to do that. Like if I'm fighting with if I'm having, not even fighting, if I'm having a disagreement with someone, if you're really my friend, or if like you need to let me do it myself, because I don't like this whole like you're gonna say something and this person is jumping, that one is jumping in. No. So they are really good friends, but I just feel like sometimes they just need to let each other fight their own battles.
Do you feel that way, that they're like attached, that like if you are fighting with Alexia, it's like you're on the outs with Marysol. It's like the two of them are one person.
I kind of feel like that sometimes, but like I haven't fight with any of them, but I've seen like somehow when there's an argument, somehow no matter what, it turns into it's either a 3-person or it's always somebody jumped in. And it doesn't matter. And Julia and Adriana does the same thing. I feel like sometimes when Adriana get into something, now I feel like Julia is probably learning a little bit how to like Adriana, this is your battle, fight your own battle. And I feel like Alexia also is doing that too. Like, look, I love you, friend, but this is on you. So you have to watch. I just feel like the whole dynamic of the group changed a little bit, but you have to watch the season. It's very interesting.
I'm excited to see that. And we are seeing it a little bit. Who do you think is more of a shit stirrer between Marysol and Alexia?
Who do I think is more of a shit starter?
Yeah, like kind of, drops the bombs and just kind of says, "Who, me?" and just
Oh, for
walks away.
sure, Marysol. As much as I love you, Marysol, but I've seen you drop some bomb and just walk away, and then boom, it explodes, and it's like everybody's fighting each other, and Marysol is like, she's good at that.
It's a skill, right? It's a skill.
She's good.
What about, is Alexia being honest on camera with her marriage? Because we have this scene, Adriana says she ran into Todd leaving the party, and she said, "Oh, is there problems in the marriage?" or whatever she said, and Todd said, "Right on, bingo." And now there's this narrative that there's problems there, and are there problems? Is Alexia being honest with us?
Child, I really have no clue. I was at that party. I was drinking. I was having the time of my life. Um, I don't see any. I don't know. I don't know. I'm watching as you guys are watching. Like I'm seeing the same thing you're seeing. So I don't know. I haven't really been seeing any of the girls. I don't really know. But I guess I'll find out. I really don't know. No, seriously, David, I don't know.
I believe you.
But they seem fine to me. But I don't know. Who knows? Because unless you wake up next to people, you don't really know their personal life. You can only go from what they tell you or from what you see for yourself. And I think Todd is a lovely guy, and Todd is super nice. So